tomorrow to play without Moritz, so no chance. There's a small injury in the calf, and no chance for him to join us tomorrow. We hope that he's back then for next week for the Bolton game. It depends a bit on how it develops day to day. So when everything works, then he can join us during the middle of the next week in the training, if that's possible. He would be available for the Bolton game, but sadly not for tomorrow.
Are you being extra cautious with Leitner because he's become such a key player and you've got so many games to come?
No, not extra cautious. So it's with each and every player. We wouldn't take any risk. And of course, Moritz was in a brilliant shape and also crucial for our games. But that's what you, sometimes have to handle. So it's even also sometimes that important players are out and not available. And we had this several times in the past. And it's just important that's not an injury of 4 or 5 months or something like this. And it must be anyhow possible to deal with it for let's say 2 or 3 games, and that's what we're trying to do.
As we mentioned, I guess with possession and the chances, probably should have won at Hull, but you're still unbeaten. Does it just refocus the minds though for the challenges ahead, having come through that match?
To be honest, I would have preferred to go for the on without being refocused. So I would have preferred to go for the on with. I think then would have meant the 7th game win in the row, and I didn't have the feeling that we need to be focused, because when you're not focused in each and every game, you can't be there with such a good run. And even although we were there pretty often praised, and to be honest, it was deserved that we were praised because our performances were that good. I didn't have the feeling that the players lose the ground under their feet. So we know that we have to fight and to struggle for each and every point in this league, and for that it was nothing what refocused us. So it is important that we go further on, pretty disciplined and pretty concentrated in order to be successful, and that's what we're also trying to do tomorrow.
I guess it's hard, isn't it, for any team top of the table? You're there to be got at, aren't you?
To be
got at. Everyone wants to beat the league leaders.
Yes, exactly. So it's we know that exactly this behavior will be there with each and every opponent we face. It's quite normal, because with a win against the league leaders, you can, for example, like Hull, you can change the mood in the whole club and the whole atmosphere. You always get a lot of attention, and for Halle, for example, they were the first team since several weeks, or at least since several months, who was able to win a point against us. And they were all delighted, and in the end everyone in the stadium was clapping their hands. So that means everyone is extra motivated, but that's what you have to face when you're in a good position on the table. And we prefer to be in this position and to have even perhaps a slightly more difficult task, and we prefer the situation in order to be in a much worse position where we have to struggle and fight against relegation. So it is like it is, and we have to handle it.
Fans will no doubt be licking their lips at the prospect of back-to-back home matches against sides that are at the other end of the table. How are you approaching these next 2 matches? Is it a big opportunity?
Each and every match is a good opportunity to win points, and also to protect and improve your position in the league, and to improve the whole atmosphere. And but each and every game is difficult. I wouldn't say that a home game is easier than a away game, or a home game against a side who is perhaps not in the best position in the league is easier than a home game against a really, really good side. So we had several experiences in the recent months that even to play perhaps more in the favorite role in a home game, it means it's even more difficult. And the record of Rotherham shows that it will be a tough match tomorrow. They are also on a 7 games unbeaten run, and it will be a tough task tomorrow, and we have to be at our best in order to win the points.
And just finally from me, for a change, Norwich struggled to sort of open the door, didn't they, at Hull on Tuesday? You've had so many goals of late, but Hull made it very difficult for you on Tuesday. Are you anticipating the same again? Have you spoken about with the players about trying to add that little bit of extra creativity to create that key challenge?
Yes, to be honest, I expect similar behavior of the opponent. Hull was pretty much concentrated on protecting their own goal, and in addition to the conditions, and also in addition to that, it was a second away game within 3 days and long travel again. It was difficult, especially on this pitch, to create unbelievable amount of chances. I got the feeling we created a lot, perhaps not so much like in the games before. But it's also important then to be effective, and I'm pretty sure that Rotherham will also be desperate to protect their own goal, to close the center, and to make it difficult for us, and that's what we have to face tomorrow. And the topic we spoke about what is important in terms of tactical things, what we have to do, and also that it will be important to be really brutal and effective in using our chances, and that's what we spoke about. Thanks.
Daniel, can we just backtrack to the squad potential news for tomorrow?
Yes.
Any other guys? You obviously said Moritz, no chance. Any other guys who played at Hull? Because that was quite a gruelling game, obviously, and especially after Swansea, another gruelling game. So of those lads who played midweek, how are we for tomorrow?
Yeah, we were in the beginning a bit concerned about Timo Pukki and Emi Buendia, because they also got 2 hits and some bloody studs, but in general, so they're both okay, they're both available. Sadly, we have to do without Onel Hernandez. He felt some slight problems in his hamstring, even today in the training, and for that, sadly, there's no chance to involve him tomorrow, so we have to do without him.
Is it too early to say time-wise with Onel? Moving forward?
Yeah, a bit too early, because he will have a scan tomorrow, because we had to wait a bit, because it seems to be that there is a bit blood probably in his hamstring, and we had to wait till everything was calmed down in order to scan it. So we have the right the correct diagnosis probably tomorrow. I don't think it's a big thing, so at least he didn't feel any pain with walking, and also not with slow jogging, but he wasn't able to sprint with 1%, and I guess it could be perhaps the same time with Moritz. Perhaps something like with between 8 days and 2 weeks, and Moritz hopefully is then back for the Bolton game. Could be a bit tricky for Onel, I think, but we have to wait what the scan says. So there's still hope also for Onel for the Bolton game.
So with that in mind, obviously there's 1 or 2 you're missing. There's 1 or 2 maybe carrying slight knocks. You've got this 23s game tonight. Grant Hanley got some minutes last Friday. What's your thoughts for tonight in terms of your first team players?
Yeah, he will get some minutes today as well. We spoke about that. It's important for him to get a feeling again for the big game, for the 11 against 11, and it's also that, especially on his position, on the centre back position. So we have good options. All are in a good shape. Tim, Ben, and Christopher. So, and there's no need to stress it too much or to force it too much with Grant. We just will bring him back when he's really 100%. Back in shape and in his rhythm, and for that he will get some more minutes tonight as well.
What about Jarvis? Is it a potential chance we could see him tonight? Because obviously he went off to America. I think when you were out there, you said maybe in the next week or 2 there could be a chance he'd play in the 23s.
It was more like it differed a bit between the days. Sometimes he was able to train with us in the recent days, and sometimes we had to calm the load with him down. So the sports science are a bit want to be a bit more careful with him, and for that they decided not to give him minutes in this game tonight, so he won't be involved.